come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. I heard you sneaking around downstairs last night. Were you trying to break into my chest again, son? I've told you to leave it alone.
Wait, is that Kaidan? By the divines, I haven't seen you in... What is it? More than 10 winters now.
Need a meal or room?
I think the last time I saw you, we locked Lemkel in the privy, then shook it and screamed giant so he ran out with his pants down.
Aye, those were the days.
Got a switch taken to my backside so hard I couldn't sit for a week. I was sad to see you leave after that with... Brynjar, was it? Where is he? Is he with you?
No, Brynjar died.
I'm sorry to hear that, friend. He was a good man. I still use that tracking trick he taught me when hunting. Maybe we could have an ale later, toast to him, and talk of old times.
Aye.
My father, Mralki, manages the inn. He used to be a soldier, but he left that life behind. You look like you've seen your share of adventure. I envy you that. In fact, maybe you can help me with something. Of course, my friend. Was something the matter? About Kaidan? Oh yes, I see. How can I help you? Of course, friend. I was quite young then. A few years younger than him. I remember there was a bad storm that night. My father went out to check the stock and came back in with a man carrying a boy a bit bigger than I was. Yes, he was quite ill, you see. My father put them up in a room and sent me to go get some herbs from Ennis. I remember being really scared of the storm. However, my father had told me I had to hurry or the boy might not make it. Yes, friend. It was a close call for a while there. The man with him, Brynjar, actually made the journey to Whiterun to purchase some tonics from the shop there. He left that night in the worst of the storm. I remember hearing him talk to my father. He scared me a little. At the time, he was just very worried about leaving. Made my father promise to keep guard until he came back. It's like he thought the storm and the illness were not the biggest dangers. Yes, friend. He returned in less than half the time the journey would normally take. And Kaidan recovered within a week, thanks to the medicines Brynjar was able to bring back. He was confined to bed for a while, though, so I spent a lot of time with him talking and playing games. They left as soon as he was able to travel. After that, they made a point of stopping here randomly over the years. Any time, my friend. I'd be happy to share with you. You just need ask. I want to be an adventurer like you. My father says I can't. He says he needs me to stay here and work the farm. And even if he did let me be an adventurer, we couldn't afford to buy armor. His name is Mralki, and he's the innkeeper here. I hope you could change his mind. Thank you. I can't stand the thought of being trapped in this village for the rest of my days. I hope you could change my father's mind. He can be a little stubborn.
You look weary. Tonight, we should drink and be merry. I wouldn't normally ask, but I take it as a personal favour if you'd be willing to help Erik. It means a lot to me, and I'd like to see him happy.
If you need a meal or room, I've got both. My son? Erik? What about him? Did something happen? Is he all right?
Oh, I think I've got double vision.
But the world is a dangerous place. Erik has no idea what he's getting himself into. What's more, he's got no armor. I'll have to save up the money for it. You would give your own coin to help my son? I'm moved by your compassion. Your kind deed will not go unrewarded, my friend. Tell Erik I've changed my mind and will visit Whiterun soon to fit him for armor.
Did you have any luck talking to my father?
Did it? Hell yeah.
I can't
Can't
thank
wait
you
to see
enough,
his
friend.
face when you tell
I
him.
hope you'll come back to
Do it now,
Rorikstead
eh?
soon and pay me a visit. Maybe we can swap stories about our adventures over a mug of ale at the inn. Until next time.
I know there wasn't much of anything in it for you, but I appreciate you taking the time to help him. Now that he's properly kitted up, maybe we could bring him along sometime. I'd, keep an eye on him. He wouldn't be a bother at all.
Good to see you again. How would you like to hire a brave, if untested, mercenary? Seemed like the best way to see the world and make some coin. Sure, I'm a little green, but what I lack in experience I make up for in courage. Father says I should pick a name that describes what I really am, but nobody's going to hire Erik Greenthumb or Erik Hoe-Pusher. No, I need a name that will put some fear in the hearts of my enemies. When I have some enemies, that is. Lead the way.